Okay, everybody, this is your transformation process for the new Studio Series Nemesis Prime figure. Just a quick reminder, it is only the transformation process and the review is separately uploaded. And this will also, of course, work for the standard Optimus Prime figure used in the same toy line. Another couple of things, if you've not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And once again, to thank Indemand Toys via Hasbro for the loan of this figure to do the early review. Okay then, guys, let's go for the transformation. Hopefully this acts like a tutorial, so you can use it for future reference if you want to. Let's start off nice and simply then. Let's turn our attention to the back. So if you've got these bits here just holding in there, what you're going to do is lift this up. This sometimes, and it should be perhaps tabbed behind there. I just took this fresh out of the box though, so that's probably why it isn't. We're going to lift these up, and then before we forget, we're going to rotate this 180 degrees, and then you can see that's where the front of the vehicle is. Let's bring that all the way out. Leave that there for now as well. I'm now going to just lift up these, I suppose, shoulder pads, move the arms out of the way as well. And what I'm now going to do is the same with these. Oh, the chest bits come out already. We'll come to that in a second. Just move the hip skirts out of the way, rotate the waist 180 degrees. I always do that there so I don't forget. Now we're going to turn our attention to the chest. Now, this might have the same problem as what the Optimus Prime had. And what I mean by that is when you lift this up, and what we're going to try and do is lift this all the way up. Yep, exactly the same as what the Optimus Prime did. I don't know why it does that, but I'm going to keep rolling anyway. That is just going to tab straight back into there. So you can see it's not a problem, it's not an issue, and I was pretty much prepared for it. So if it's up there, you can keep it there. Bring this all the way up. So now the chest piece is pretty much flush. What we're going to do now then, this is quite clever to be honest. Let's move these arms completely out of the way. Let's take this side hip skirt, fold it into where the wheel is, and then fold this all the way out like so. And we're going to start to make, of course, the front of the vehicle. So fold that into there, disconnect that from there, fold this all the way up, and then what will happen is exactly what's happened here. This will drop down. Then you're going to take your chest piece and you're going to fold that right underneath, and then you'll see that this will fit nicely over there, pretty much holding everything ready in place. Right, let's turn our attention to the back bit then. This can be a bit awkward. There's loads of different ways of doing it, and to be fair, sometimes I change my way every time I do it. Let me fold the shoulder bits down for a start though. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to this part here. You can see there's two hinges. If we separate this, that's the other part of the door, which is going to fold through like that. And if you fold it all the way down and make it flush. So what I mean by that is it's going to go flush there. So two nails, which I really don't have, fold this out and fold that down there. Right, what we need to do with these wrists then, we need to get the back of this. It's going to tab into that, and at the same time there's also a tab at the top of these which is going to fit into there. So let's push this down, rotate that to the side, keep the bicep against this flush part. It's going to double bend over the top like so. So if I show you that, there's your double bend in that bicep, and then when we bring this up and we turn that around, if you know that you've got it right, this will tab into the top of the forearm like so. And as I say, that is now ready to connect to the other side. So let me drop this down so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm looking to do is, I suppose, just copy exactly that. Collapse the shoulder bit over, rotate the bicep around. You're looking for this flush part. There's no point bending it on that. It won't fit around. Double fold over onto that. Turn it inside here. This will let you know that you've got it the right way around now, because what you're going to do, let me have a look at this, bring this up. I've got it the wrong way around, see? So to know that we've got it right, rotate it the 90 degrees, and now that will tab into there, and that just reassures you as you're doing it that everything is going where you want it to do. Start to push these into position. You can then tab these over like so. That's pretty much holding into the back, but what we need to do is bring all this down and then start to tab all the front together. So bring this over. This will come into play behind there. Hold that. I'm going to do the same on this side like this. It just makes it more sturdy, to be honest. Everything will start to hold together much better. You can see the tab at the front of that. Let's tab this into that part. Same on this side. Everything's coming together much neater now, and now we can just fold this up. You've got some cutouts there. There are some inside tabs on the inside of the window. That's going to go in there. Same principle in here. That's going to go inside there like that. And then we can just collapse this back and down. I've just missed it. It needs to go inside there, inside underneath there, and you can hear it snap into position. I'm going to leave that there for a second because there's a lot more coming on from the legs. Right, we've already turned the legs around 180 degrees. I'm glad I remembered that. We might as well fold this over as well. Keep that collapsed flush in there. Take your knee, rotate, well, your thigh rather, rotate the thigh inwards 90 degrees to face in, and then you've got a load of stuff going on here. Watch this. We're going to open up this, fold this up, fold this out. There's loads of things here. All the back of the vehicle and the roof is all in one. So we've folded this all the way out and open. And then if we open up the wheels as well, the side of the vehicle is going to come through as well. So fold the toes and that in as one, the heel. Fold this all the way out, bring it forward, and this is, funnily enough, I'm sure you can work out it's going to fit into this as well. So I'm going to leave, if I got that the right way around, I didn't rotate that 90 degrees. There you go. That's why I was looking at it funny. And then I'm going to tab that in, just again to keep everything holding together. It makes things much easier. And then we might as well fold up the wheels actually. In fact, fold this bit out and then fold up that. So same principle on the other side then. Let's lift up this, fold it all the way out, up, open, out, like so. Turn our attention to the wheels, fold this out. I won't forget the 180 degree turn this time. Fold them into them, like so. Bring this all the way out on that hinge, and then you can tab this into here as well. Now, there is some more tabs we're going to be doing on this, which may need us to re-tab things in a second. Let's fold this bit out, like so. These are going to join, fold the wheels back up. I'm going to start to tab all bits together. And what we've got to do here now, this is like a crazy giant jigsaw piece. I'm going to clip all these together from this side, like that. And then this is going to collapse forwards. This hinge at the back is going to come down on itself. Bend down for me without breaking. I'm paranoid, brand new toy. This is going to come over the top. And as I say, this is the other bit that I was just referring to. You can now just detach that and then re-tab it in. I put that there to hold it together to make things easier. It's super simple to just detach it, fold this bit in, and then, as I say, use the tab on this to hold it all back in together. I did it just to make it look a bit easier. For me, it tends to work, even though it doesn't look like it's working now, but it does work. That's going to go in there, because the thing with this is it's like a giant jigsaw piece, and when you get to this sort of stage, all you want is everything to just fit together. And sometimes, as you can see with this, it is a pain. Last bits then, collapse this down, push this right over and into position, and you heard that tab in. There's your alternate mode. Long-winded, lots to go wrong, but I hope it helps you out.